家好，欢迎回来到我的频道，我是艾伦，这个是我的台湾生活的频道。今天我们来到台中第3市场，在今天的影片中，我们会找台中最好吃的蛋饼，我们会吃24个小时的蛋饼。The whole day I'm going to be eating danbing, one of my favorite Taiwanese breakfast foods, and I'm going to be rating each restaurant we go to on a series of different criteria to find Taichung 最好吃的蛋饼. Let's go! Okay, so as I mentioned, the first of the danbings we're going to be eating is here at Third Market, and this comes from Abu Sogong Danbing, a handmade, very traditional danbing. I've heard very good things about it. Let's order, sit down, and see how good it tastes. 你最好吃的什么口味？
你要吃肉？
肉可以啊，
肉可以，不然吃这个好不好？
好，一杯红茶。
好。
内用。Oh, 谢谢. Okay, so the first of the danbings for today has arrived, and it is absolutely huge. As I'm expecting to eat 5 or 6 different danbings today, I was hoping it'd be a little bit smaller, but this one is absolutely massive. Now, the method of cooking this one is a little bit different to what I'm used to. Ordinarily, they crack an egg on the hot plate and then add a pre-made pancake. Here, she pours some pre-made batter onto the hot plate and then cracks an egg on top of that. There's no pre-made pancake involved, and it means that it's much thicker. I'm not sure if you can see that. A really thick, meaty looking, fluffy pancake. And I decided to ask her suggestion of the filling. I don't want to eat the same filling all day, so we've got a sourdough braised pork filling. That is not the danbing I'm used to eating. Very, very different. I'm pretty sure this is a more traditional, original way of doing danbing, although I did ask her how long she's been here, and she only told me 1 year, but I've read online that this place is already very famous. Just look, I'm not sure if it even comes through on camera how thick and fluffy those pancakes are. They much more remind me of a pancake that we would make on Pancake Day back in England. My mum would cook pancakes like this. So it's a little bit of a taste of home combined with a very traditional Taiwanese flavor. Okay, so let's get to the ratings for this Abu Sogong Danbing, and I'm going to be measuring on 4 different criteria today. The first of which is going to be originality. Originality scores very high. I've never had a danbing like this before, so out of 5 I'm going to give it a 4.6, especially with the addition of the bean sprouts, which is something I've never seen before. And then of course we need to rate the taste. The taste was excellent. The meat was fresh and tender. The pancake itself was really well cooked, not too eggy as it sometimes can be with danbing. So overall a very good 4.5 for taste. And the final rating is going to be the CPZ, the value. Absolutely huge danbing, certainly enough to fill me up until lunchtime. So again, that's going to be a very high 4.8. But as for now, time to get out of here and get to danbing number 2. And for that, I've come here to Ishin Danbing in the Izhong area in North District of Taichung. And when I asked on Instagram for some recommendations of danbing in Taichung, this is the place that got the most suggestions. So let's get inside, get it ordered, and get it rated. 要 cheese 吗
？cheese 好
，cheese 蛋饼，
一个，
还有一个豆浆，冰的豆浆。
好，这边吃吗？
内用。对，没错。
我放订阅。
好，谢谢，非常好。好，谢谢。
这个请你们吃。
Oh, 真的 wow. Okay, so my food has arrived, and as you may have just seen, I was recognized by the staff, which meant that they wanted to treat me to some extra dishes, which of course I'm very happy for usually, but I'll probably get that to go. Why die? Because I'm eating so many danbings today, I can't spoil the experience by eating too much. And the food I've ordered is a cheese danbing, a very simple, straightforward dish, but the cheese inside is absolutely... I have no words, which is my job, but I have no words. Just incredibly thick, stringy cheese and a really crispy looking outer skin. Okay. Okay, so far so very good and very different to the first danbing we ate in Third Market. I'm not sure if they used the pancake or the traditional batter. It just looks like they used a similar batter, but this batter seems a little less fluffy, a little less thick than the one we had earlier. And here they have the option of traditional jangyo, but the egg yolk, the jangyo and the cheese, I'm sure is going to make a perfect combination. 以帮我做外带吗？我今天吃5个蛋饼，所以我要一半在每个餐厅吃一半。不好意思，我的中文很烂。
已经很好，谢谢。
我努力。Okay, so I've packaged up the second half of my breakfast as wide. I take that home to share with Prozzy maybe. And as you may have noticed, I was interviewed by the local news on the Taiwanese egg shortage. An egg shortage that is obviously very important to Taiwanese culture, important to Taiwanese breakfast shops such as this, because there's not enough eggs, there's not enough danbing, and this video wouldn't happen. But anyway, onto the ratings for Yixin danbing. Originality maybe isn't going to score very highly. The amount of cheese is incredibly original. I've never seen so much cheese in a danbing before, but I'll probably give it about a 3.9 out of 5 for originality. Taste, absolutely fantastic, delicious, 100% what you expect from a famous danbing here in Taichung. So let's say a 4.6 for taste. And CP, I know they treated me to a lot of extra items, but we're not including that in the CP, the value. So CP, let's say 4.2. Anyway, I can't believe I'm saying this. Time for danbing number 3. And for that, we've come to邱陈记酥皮蛋饼. And I've heard that they've got an extra special type of danbing, but there's no seating, so we've got to get it, take away, and find somewhere to eat. 你推荐吃什么？
推荐吃什么吗？你今天想吃有肉的还是比较稀有？
哦，肉，我很喜欢肉。
你喜欢肉，那你喜欢烤肉吗？barbecue。
我早上吃过烧肉。哦，这个鱼，这个是鲑鱼蛋饼。OK， 鲑鱼蛋饼。
尾鱼的。是尾鱼的。
啊，尾鱼。
是尾鱼的。
OK， 尾鱼我看不懂。
没关系，没扫。
好。So there we have our third danbing of the day, and I've chosen this one, as you may have guessed, from the way that they prepare the pancake. It's handmade right in front of your eyes, and then it's handed from the pancake maker to the cook, who cooks it very fresh and adds the filling and serves it to you only as takeaway. Luckily, there's a drink shop next door with some seating where I can sit, but I'm super excited to try this one. The first seafood of the day. This is a tuna danbing. Let's give it a go. Oh wow. I don't think I've had tuna danbing before. I really think this is my first time. Wow. I'm not sure if you can see, but just look at the way it's kind of flaky pastry feeling. Very much more Western style. If we were to do danbing, we'd probably do it in this kind of way. The outside is very flaky, but then the inside of the danbing is very chewy, soft, Q-Q-da, I believe is the phrase that you Taiwanese people like to use. There is so much going on in this in just such a simple dish. It's actually not just tuna, it's tuna and sweet corn filling. And that reminds me of a very cute story from my childhood. When I was younger, my mum would always prepare my lunch for the following day in a lunchbox. And my favorite sandwich filling that my mum would make would be tuna and sweet corn. But when my mum was too busy, my dad would make my sandwiches, and he would put a note in the middle of my sandwiches in between the 2 layers, usually saying something like, I love you, or have a good day at school, or do your best at school today. And one day I got home from school and my dad asked me, did you get your note in your sandwiches? And it was a tuna and sweet corn sandwich. And because I was playing football at the time, I just ate the sandwiches as quickly as possible. And I obviously just ate the note. I ate the paper in between the sandwiches, had no idea. But yeah, why is I telling that story? Oh yeah, tuna and sweet corn. Very happy memories from childhood of this tuna and sweet corn, and a really different style of danbing to the first two that we've had. Crispy, crunchy feeling rather than the doughy, fluffy texture of the pancakes. So far, it's almost impossible for me to choose my favorite. They've definitely got their individual tastes, textures, and benefits. But just to go through the list of ratings, originality, again, pretty high. I would give it a 4.6. because you can actually see the girl making your pancake out of the flour and the dough. Taste, unbelievably good, much better than I expected. So we'll go with a 4.5 for taste. And CP, $55, I think, very similarly priced to the previous two, but maybe it's a little bit smaller, maybe. So we'll probably score it a little bit lower on that. Let's go at 4.0, but I think 3 danbings in the morning is enough for me. I'm absolutely stuffed. Not to mention, it's a pretty expensive breakfast. So I didn't pay. Did I pay? I didn't pay at the last place. Oh my God, I'm gonna go pay the bill at the last place in Yixin. Oh my God, I can't believe it. They're gonna think I just expected it to be free. 哎呦，好尴尬。我完全忘记付钱了。没，我要，你请我其他的，我付我的单费。
我请你，今天我生日请你，老板今天生日请你。
哎呦，我好尴尬。好，
喜欢吃吗？
非常好吃，非常好吃。你们很棒，谢谢谢谢。好 ，OK， 我请我的朋友吃。好，谢谢。好，再来，一定好，一定再来，谢谢。Oh my God, I have no idea if they were expecting to treat me or if they feel embarrassed that I forgot, but they won't accept my payment now for the $55 for the danbing. I hate this kind of situation because it makes me look like I take advantage of people, but I really don't. Really feel touched sometimes when the lady says, 我请你吃, it's the 老板's birthday. Okay, enough. I think you get the point. Anyway, home for a nap and then we're on to danbing. Number 4, which as you can see just over my shoulder, is going to be the very famous Minglun danbing here at Fongjia Night Market in Taichung. 你的特色是什么？
我们招牌是甜辣酱。
好，招牌。Okay, so I got my hands on a Minglun danbing, and as it's stamped on the package, they started business back in 1978. So I'm expecting good things from this Taiwan nationwide famous danbing. Very thin, crispy-looking pancake that gets stuck in. See how it tastes. I'm not being blown away by Minglun's danbing. It's a very good snack, but after having such a variety of different danbings today, it seems relatively ordinary. And this is the first one that's got like a really strong spring onion flavor. They really go heavy on the spring onions, and there's no meat in this one, I've just realized. Okay, Minglun danbing Chuanla, little bit disappointing, but still not a bad danbing. Just think that there's better out there. As for ratings, originality, it's pretty much a basic bog standard danbing. Didn't seem like anything new to me, so 4.2. Taste also kind of okay, so let's say 4.0. And at $50, it's the cheapest one we've had so far, but no meat in there. So again, a rather average, let's say 4.2 for CP2. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the second day of this 24-hour danbing challenge. This is Yihua Sougong danbing, and some of their reviews on Google are absolutely exemplary. Definitely worth a try. So let's go eat the 5th danbing in 24 hours and finally make a decision as to which one is the most delicious here in the beautiful city of Taichung. Okay, so here is my final danbing of the video, this cheese bacon danbing. Now, so far in the video, I have had 4 danbings I was very happy with, and I was kind of hoping that this one would kind of let me down and give me something to criticize, but on first appearances, this one looks absolutely delicious. Again, this one is so different to the other 4 that I've eaten. It seems every danbing store has their own combination or balance between crispy, QQ-da. If I was to make one criticism, it would maybe be that the pancake is a little bit still too doughy, almost on the verge of undercooked. I don't want to say it's undercooked because maybe I'm not the expert on this, but they really have got that outer crispy, crunchy coating cooked to perfection. They know exactly what they're doing here. Sometimes you can get it a little bit too brown, a little bit too burnt, but this one has that perfect coffee caramel colored brownness that you just know is going to be crunchy, crispy, and delicious. That outer coating is actually almost caramelized. I'm not sure how they do that, but just as I was chewing the last bite then, it really felt like I was chewing on some kind of soft candy or caramel. Really sweet and yeah, caramel flavor. Absolutely delicious. Right, time for the final ratings for Yihua danbing. Originality, they're probably not going to score incredibly high because they don't do anything new, but what they do, they do it very well. So for originality, a rather respectable 4.4. Taste, I'm really struggling to give it higher than Ishin. Ishin so far has been my favorite tasting, so let's go with a 4.4. And for the CP2 rating, not the biggest of danbings, but again, not very expensive. CP2, 4.2. So now that we've rated all of our 5 danbings, we can get an idea of which one was my favorite. And if we look at the total number of scores, my favorite, according to the numbers, was the first one I ate in Third Market yesterday morning. But if you were to ask me which danbing independently I enjoyed the most, I probably would have to say Ishin in Yizhong Market. So maybe I put too much emphasis on originality and I should have just focused on the taste of each danbing independently. I'm sure you all have your own ideas and thoughts comments that you can put in the comment section down below. Let me know if you agree or disagree with any of the comments that I made on the video. And of course, if there's any danbing restaurants that I missed, your favorite danbing restaurants, then by all means, comment down below. And who knows, in future, I might make a future episode. I think that's enough. I'm waffling now. Time for me to say goodbye. So as for now, as always, I'll see you next time in my life in Taiwan. Peace. Bye-bye.